I'm WETL sports reporter Corbett Koslak, and I would like to welcome you all in to the newest edition of Wildcat Talk. The Riley High School boys football team hosted their first game at Jackson Field last Friday against the Adams Eagles. Much excitement leading into last Friday's game between the John Adams Eagles and the Riley Wildcats at Jackson Field. It didn't take long for the Eagles to punch the ball into the end zone. After a blunder on a punt following the first offensive series for the Wildcats, the Eagles took over in enemy territory on the 23-yard line. The first score came only a few plays later as South Bend Adams running back Ivan Blunt punched the ball into the end zone from just a yard out. The extra point would make it 7-0 Adams with 9 minutes to go in the first quarter. The Riley defense would keep the Wildcats in the game until a 38-yard touchdown pass from Andrew Burgess to Devontae Malone opened the lead to 2 touchdowns with 8 minutes to go in the first half. The Adams defense quickly turned an offensive miscue into a fumble return touchdown, and the Eagles would add 2 more touchdowns before the half to make the score 31-0 Eagles at halftime. The final score would appear closer than the game actually was, as the Adams Eagles took a 37-21 victory back home. 37-0 through 3 quarters. Riley added 3 touchdowns in the fourth as Jace Tate and Anthony Collier would both get the ball into the end zone on the ground. Another tough test coming up this week in Mishawaka for the Wildcats. Riley heads to 3-0 Marion in search of their first win on the season.
Take it one game at a time, which is this week against Marion. We've been game playing for this team because, we had no energy, we had no charisma, and that's supposed to be a rivalry game. We're still confident, we just got some things to work on, working harder, playing harder. Hopefully we can get the spark back this week and come out with a win.
We just got to do our jobs, just do our jobs, execute our defense, tackle low, We're tired of this losing culture. We got to turn this around and get to business. We just got to be confident. We got to do our jobs, play football, compete.
First, we're going to regroup, and we're going to come together and come stronger as a team, okay? We're going to really go back to the basics. The team's still very confident even after those losses because we can still see the difference made from last year. Can I promise victory against Marion? You know what? When this team plays the way it can, we can beat anybody.
While the Riley football team may not be having profound success this season, the Chad WETZEL coached cross-country team is. A few weeks ago, I told you about how the freshman and sophomore boys won the NIC Stomp. Well, the boys are at it again and continue to rack up wins this season.
The girls, we talked about doing our job. And like I said, it was a pretty close meet. Adams has a couple really tough runners up front. So they went 1-2 in the meet. Unfortunately, we got beat. Boys race, we came out and we wanted to kind of just get through this meet and start focusing on some other bigger meets later on. So we took the top 4 spots on the boys' side, which was awesome. We were excited about that. So we got the win on the boys' side, and so we're pretty excited.
The girls' team did well. They ran well. Each of them individually ran, I think, as well as they could have. Some of them posted best times. As a team, we got second place. We have the county clash next week. I really love that meet. It's at Oxbow. It's one of their favorite courses to run. So I'm looking forward to seeing them compete again there. It's shaping up to be a pretty good season so far. I'm excited to see how the girls do.
The boys' next opportunity for a victory is this Saturday at the County Clash. In other fall sports here at Riley, the girls' golf team is still in search of their first victory on the season, winless in 15 tries. The girls' soccer team defeated Clay earlier this week 4-3. Healy Charles with the hat trick against the Clay Colonials. Come out tonight to Marion at 7 o'clock to support your Riley Wildcats boys football team as they vie for their first win on the season. For WETL Sports and Wildcat Talk, I'm Corbett Koslak.